In the late 19th century, as European empires advanced deeper into Africa, conquest followed a familiar pattern. Firepower overwhelmed kingdoms. Treaties erased sovereignty. Resistance was crushed swiftly and decisively. But in West Africa, one man refused to follow that script. His name was Samori Touré, a soldier, strategist, and state builder who turned resistance into a system and survival into an art. Samori Touré did not inherit a throne. He built one. Born around 1,830 inches, what is now Guinea, Samori grew up in a world shaped by warfare, trade, and shifting power. His early life was marked by hardship, including years spent in captivity. But captivity did not break him, it educated him. He studied warfare. He studied people. And most importantly, he studied power. By the time European forces began expanding inland, Samori had already begun building something extraordinary, the Wasulu Empire. Unlike many African states of the time, Samori's empire was designed for war. He created a professional standing army, disciplined and centrally commanded. Soldiers were trained year-round. Units were mobile, adaptable, and loyal, not to clan, but to the state. Samori introduced ranks, command structures, and battlefield coordination that rivaled European armies. But Samori understood something even more critical. Modern war required modern weapons. Instead of relying solely on captured arms, Samori established local firearms manufacturing. Blacksmiths produced rifles and ammunition. Supply chains were protected. Trade routes were controlled. His army could fight, retreat, rearm, and fight again. This was not rebellion. This was strategy. As French colonial forces pushed eastward from Senegal, they encountered resistance unlike anything they had faced before. Samori avoided direct confrontation when necessary, using guerrilla tactics, scorched earth strategies, and strategic withdrawals. When territory could not be held, it was denied to the enemy. Villages were relocated, crops were destroyed to prevent French supply. Civilians were moved under protection. Samori understood that survival sometimes meant sacrificing land to preserve people. For nearly 2 decades, Samori held the French at bay. French officers wrote with frustration about his mobility, his discipline, and his refusal to be trapped. Every victory was temporary. Every defeat was incomplete. But the cost was enormous. As pressure mounted, Samori shifted his empire eastward, constantly adapting, constantly rebuilding. His resistance became legendary, but it also became exhausting. His people suffered displacement. His resources thinned, European alliances tightened against him. By the late 1890s, the French changed strategy. They cut off arms supplies. They formed alliances with rival groups. They pursued total encirclement. In 1898, Samori Touré was finally captured not on a battlefield, but through isolation and exhaustion. He was exiled to Gabon, far from the empire he had built. There, in captivity, Samori died in 1900. France claimed victory. But history tells a deeper truth.